I'm happy to be here. It's nice to see some friendly faces. And Bobby, you're not going to have any trouble driving home tonight if you've got a flat tire. You don't have to put a light out, you just get out and change the tire without I hope all your students now know how lucky they are to have this association and all you coaches here, trying to better them and make them better persons. And I think the most important thing is to help them along with their development of not only in their tennis career, but teach them to be great sports. Well, I'd just like to say a little bit about my career. Mike said I was born in Blackbutt. It's a pretty big town. You better not blink when you drive through it. One pub, one grocery store, and that's about it. But I went to a small school. I was born on a dairy farm, milked cows, 120 cows morning and night. And went to a very small school where only 17 kids were in this school. But we had a tennis court. And most of the properties had tennis courts. My dad and I built a tennis court on the farm. It was made out of ants' nests. In the geographical magazines, you'll see piles of ant hills around the country. We had them on our property, and we knocked those down, mixed a little bit of decomposed granite with it, laid it down like cement, and we had a clay court. So all the farmers, that's all we did on weekends, was go to each other's property and play tennis. Anyway, we all played tennis, the whole family, and that's how I began. Used to go to Brisbane, Queensland. We used to have an age championship where all the country kids came into town, and we'd have about 2,000 or 3,000 entries in under 12, under 14, under 16, under 17, back in those days. And we played all over Brisbane, and we had thousands of courts that are no longer there now because most of the kids were produced on these private courts at home. Now they all have apartments on these courts, so there's hardly any courts in Brisbane. I was fortunate in my career I went to high school and left halfway through high school because I was picked on a Davis Cup team to try to come back and win it. And on our team we had Lou Hogue, Ken Rosewall, Mervyn Rose, Rex Hartwig, Neil Fraser, and Ashley Cooper and myself were chosen as the two promising juniors. We got to Paris, and this was very fortunate for my career because I thought I could play pretty good tennis, but when I played in the French Championship and we were placed into the main draw, they didn't have a qualifying back in those days, and Harry Hopman wanted us to go to all the draws and all the different countries that we played in, so we'd get an experience of seeing how they handled the draw, which was interesting. And sitting there waiting for your name to come out was always exciting. And out came a Hungarian by the name of Joseph Ashboth, who I was to play. Now, probably no one in this room knows that particular name, Joseph Ashboth. And I didn't either, coming from Blackbutt. And so I went racing to the dressing room and I said to Ken, I play Joseph Ashboth. I may have a chance of winning the first round of the French. So Ken puts up his hand like this, and I said, what's that? And he said, well, that's how many games you're going to win in 3 sets.